Yeah,
It's
they
true.
say that you had one of the best rookie years ever, if not the best rookie year ever. That really helped build your character, as you had just alluded to. Did you always know that you were funny and that you were going to get this push?
No, I didn't know. I I was never like a funny or goofy guy, but after doing that, my personality started to come out and develop a little bit more. So I liked doing it. I liked making an ass out of myself. I liked being goofy and funny. That was the funnest time for me back then. My first year, I couldn't wait every week. I was like a little kid in a candy store. I couldn't wait to, grab that candy every week, see what I was going to do and what they had set for me. And it was always something. And they always, give me titles and King of the Ring, championships. And it was just, they treat me really well. And I think it was because of the talent that I had. I didn't know I had it, but they did.
I heard another good story that Jerry Brisco. Can you tell us the Jerry Brisco story about wearing the medals?
Yeah, I was with Vince, and he said, "Listen, I want you to start wearing a bunch of medals, like 25 of them. Do you have any medals at home?" I said, "Of course I do, Vince." And he said, "I want you to get a bunch of your medals from when you were a kid, and then the Olympic gold medal on top. And I want you to wear it when you go out to the arena and when you cut a promo or you wrestle." So I did it. And when I got back, Vince said, "Great job." And I went to the back where the boys were and Jerry Brisco. I took the medals off and Jerry Brisco said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Oh, I'm taking my medals off. I'm done." He goes, "No, this is your character now. You have to wear your medals everywhere." I said, "What do you mean outside the arena?" He said, "Yes, everywhere you go, you have to wear." So I'm wearing them in airports. I'm wearing them in restaurants. I'm driving in my car wearing them. I thought I was supposed to be the Kurt Angle character all day, every day. And then when I came to the arena one day, a couple weeks later, I ran to Vince, and Vince said, "What the hell are you doing with your medals on?" And I said, "Jerry Brisco told me I have to wear them all the time." He said, "You don't have to wear those all the time. Only out in the arena. I told you that." I said, "I know, but Jerry told me to wear them." It was pretty funny.
That is pretty funny. One question we always ask all our athletes is, if you were an animal, what would you be? And also karaoke. If you were to sing one song, let's say there was $100,000 on the line, and you had to sing one song, what would it be?
Oh man, these are tough questions. What was the first one?
What would an animal? If you were an animal, what would you be?
A lion. Only because he's aggressive and he's a badass, and I love lions. A song, Baby Shark.
Oh,
I like it. I like it.
I have kids. Kids.
I thought you were gonna sing the Sexy Kurt song.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites, but that's Sean's. I can't steal that from Sean.
Did you spend a lot of time rehearsing that? That question was coming up a little later, but I'll take it right now.
No, I didn't. I did read the lines a few times, but yeah, it was, I just let loose, and even though I can't dance, I tried.
It was awesome.
I thought it was pretty funny the way I was dancing. It was, it was horrible, but yet, graceful.
Yeah, with most of our hockey players, we try to pump in a couple highlights, and we would have done this right here. But I mean, every time I do an interview with a wrestler or a UFC guy, as soon as you put in a highlight or something, it gets shut down and taken off the internet because of copyrights. But
right, yeah, that's a pain in the butt. They won't let you do that, right?
No, yeah, even if I could just drop in like a 10-second clip of you doing your dance there to the Shawn Michaels' theme music,
right? Yeah, that sucks.
Instead, I'll paint a visual with my words. Mike,
what was it like? What was it like working with Hulk Hogan and Stone Cold Steve Austin? I mean, you three were always my favorites. What was it like working with those two?
Steve was a lot better wrestler than people portray him to be, only because his character was so strong. I mean, he was, stone cold and beer drinker, rebel, but his wrestling, he backed it up in the ring. He was a great in-ring general. His his ability to make an incredible match. And the thing is, he didn't call all of it beforehand. He liked to do most of it on the fly. And there's only a very few wrestlers that do that, and he was one of them. Undertaker's another, Triple H is another, but they know, they really know their stuff. And Austin was incredible. Hulk Hogan, when I wrestled him, surprisingly, he was easy to work with. I thought, him being slower and a little bit older, he wouldn't be able to keep up, but he kept up. He was pretty damn good. He's pretty basic, but what he does really well. His selling, his charisma, he has the whole thing. His look, he's the full package. And it was a lot of fun. We had a blast working together, especially at King of the Ring. When I made him tap out, Hulk Hogan taps out.
I got another one here. What did you feel when the fans started chanting "You suck"? And how did that? And how did that come about?
Well, I was surprised. They started it a couple weeks before I had a program with Edge, and they weren't doing it as much. But I think Edge caught wind of it, and one night I was doing a promo, he walked out and he said that, when your song plays, they shouldn't chant Angle, they should chant "You suck." And that's when it started. Edge started that, and it was pretty cool because I was a heel at the time, and I didn't mind people telling me I sucked. I know I didn't, but it was pretty cool to get that kind of response. The crazy thing is, as I got older, it was a sign of respect. I'm not sure how, but the fans chant "You suck" because they like me, and it's kind of a reverse effect. But it's what are you going to do? It's it was embedded in their heads, and they were going to continue to say it.
Oh yeah, and you could tell as you got older, you started to embrace it. You were pumping them up and waving, trying to get them to go and chant "You suck."
Yeah.
Then you moved on to TNA. What was it like working with the stars that are now the front line? Your big guys, your AJ Styles, your Samoa Joes, the McIntyres. Like you were working with all these guys, and before their characters are what they are today.
Yeah, you know what? They had a lot of great talent. When I left WWE and went to TNA, there was just a slew of talent that I never touched, and I was so excited to be a part of it. And my first program was with Samoa Joe, which rightfully it should have been. Him being undefeated, me being the biggest name to come into TNA besides Sting. I have a lot of respect for Sting. But the program with Joe was awesome. It was our biggest pay-per-view buy rate in TNA history. And then I moved on to AJ, to Sting, to Bobby Roode, James Storm, Eric Young, Drew McIntyre. There were a lot of great talent. We just, guys were coming in too. Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, X-Pac. We definitely created noise.
Yeah.
And the early 2007, 8, 9, 10. It was a special time for TNA, and it was a special time for wrestling because it showed that there was another company that was serious about about being successful.